Hi everyone. Last season alone, over 30 million acres of forest land was destroyed by wildfires in Australia. An additional 3 million acres were destroyed in the Amazon rainforest due to similar reasons. When you take these two land areas and combine them, you get a land area that is roughly the size of the state of Wisconsin. Now, deforestation worldwide has been a huge issue in the recent decades. Whether it's been man-made, such as overlogging, or the use of forest conversion to agricultural land, or devastating natural disasters such as these wildfires, deforestation has ravaged these ecosystems to the point where millions of species have lost their homes. Now, reforestation is a technique to kind of combat the losses of deforestation of these great natural ecosystems. When we lose these natural ecosystems, not only are we losing the habitat of millions of species, we are also eliminating one of the carbon sinks of our great planet and mitigating the fact that CO2 is allowed to rise in our atmosphere at an ever-increasing rate. Reforestation allows for trees, which are by far and away science's best proven method of carbon removal from our atmosphere, to grow in places that could replenish these habitats. Now, the problem with current reforestation techniques, and the problem with it that's been used for the past few decades since it has become kind of thing that countries do to combat deforestation, is that many countries use what is known as a plantation style method of reforestation. What this is laborers go out into fields and they plant rows of trees uniformly, usually just a single species, with the goal of maximizing the amount of trees in one area. The problem with this is that most forests, or practically all forests, have a very diverse set of trees and plants which allow a great diversity of creatures to live. In addition to this, these new forests, which are planted with one species, are very prone to insects and pests which could wipe out the entire population. With that, I would like to introduce the idea of using drones to automate the process of reforestation. Where one laborer can only plant roughly 10 trees an hour, drones can plant nearly 100. With current technology, they are also able to take topographic maps of the area using GPS. This allows for drones to not plant just one species, but up to 6 species at the same time of these trees. This allows for greater diversity in the area of reforestation, as well as reduces the cost of reforestation due to lower labor costs. What these drones can be particularly useful for are projects such as these. This is the Great Green Wall of Africa. It is currently a project in sub-Saharan Africa where they are planting nearly 3,000 miles stretch of new forest. With drones and the idea of cheaper labor and cheaper reforestation, these projects could become possible. It could save many communities from the desertification of their communities and allow the socio-economic countries of Africa to have less stress due to these climate refugees, which are increasing every day by the hundreds. So my research will focus on the potential of these drones used for reforestation, the possible implications and challenges of these drones that they will face, as well as the potential costs and how feasible it is for countries such as those found in sub-Saharan Africa to use this as a technique. Thank you very much, and I'll open myself to any questions.